very helpful with finding money for you, because you know a lot of black people do go to HBCUs. People don't understand. But yeah. So yeah, minor. People ask me a lot. I'm an economics minor. Oh my God. Let's cut this and start over. I'm now about to do a college questionnaire with my sister, who is a senior in college, and I was hoping frequently asked questions. So the first question is, what was my GPA when I came to FAMU? That's a very personal question. Whatever. It was like a 3.4 something or 3.5. A department store.
What am I gonna wear?
What up, guys? This is Asia J.
And I'm Slay Say.
And welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while because I haven't really had anything to show you guys, because at the end of the semester, nothing was going on but finals. I did record a graduation video that I did post unlisted, so I will put that down in the description box just in case you want to see a graduation. They're pretty boring, but whatever. And right now I'm about to do a question and answer with my little sister, who is a senior in high school. And a lot of you guys have been asking me admission questions and just questions about college in general, so I thought that the best thing was to get a senior in high school who's about to go to college, and I'm pretty sure that her questions are similar to you guys' questions. There are 3 common questions that are in my frequently asked questions that are in my comment box, whatever. So I'm going to answer those first, and then we're going to get into the question and answer. The first question is always my GPA, and I think that's a pretty personal question. But you guys want to know what my GPA was when I got into college, and it was like a 3.4 or 3.5. And you asked me about money, and did I get a lot of scholarships? And even with a 3.5, I know a lot of people who go to FAMU, definitely out of state, who get a 3.5 and don't get a lot of scholarships. But one thing about FAMU is they will, if you try hard enough, they will always let you back in, and they will always help you pay for it. So all people who ever dropped out of FAMU and said it was because of money, it was definitely because they didn't try hard enough to get the money. So if you try, you succeed, and you'll be in college, and you'll be just like me, a senior about to graduate. People ask me, when did I go to FAMU? Like my first year. I graduated in 2012, and I attended that fall 2012. So right now I will be graduating in 2016 fall. And my minor and major is, I have a major in economics with 2 minors, a minor in business and a minor in graphic design, and I just added that minor this year. So with all that being said, Marce Dion.
Going to the questions I have. So first question is, why did you choose HBCU over a PWI? HBCU is historically black college or university, and PWI is predominantly white institution.
Well, I went to a white high school and middle school, and I just thought that it would be best to be nurtured in my own kind of environment. I don't want people to think that HBCUs do not produce good people and good educated people who make it in this world. So that really was the reason why I wanted to go to HBCU and say I graduated from a historical black college and be great. So that was why. And then FAMU was a good choice. FAMU wasn't my first choice, but I ended up going to the best school for me. So.
Okay, another thing. You said that you didn't get a lot of money with your 3.4, 3.5, but did you like really go look for scholarships? Were scholarships available? Did your school help you with scholarships? You know, stuff like that.
They have this thing on their website where you can do like, one application, you can apply for all the scholarships. Well, they had it when I was applying, and I filled it out, and I got some of those, but even when I got some of those, I didn't have enough. And then I had financial aid, which is which is
the government
grants and stuff like that they give you, and I was still probably like $3,000-4,000 in the hole. But tuition, because I say, is a lot. So imagine me only be $3,000, $4,000 in the hole, and then I would probably only pay $1,000 or $1,500. And then they'll just find the rest of the money. So even with me not getting scholarships, they still kind of find it for me. I think they know that, which is why they don't give out scholarships that much. Because they just know that if you really go there and you just do good, they're gonna help you out. So.
Okay, another thing. When you were going through the whole application process and doing all of that, how many colleges did you apply to, and how many would you recommend someone apply to?
I only applied to 3 colleges. I applied to Cal State, I applied to UTSA, and I applied to FAM. I was waitlisted for Cal State, and then I got into UTSA, and I got into FAM. I don't really know the number people should apply for. I don't really think it's necessary to apply for a bunch because, I mean, you're only picking one school. So you're like giving money away to these schools. I don't know. I didn't apply for a lot because I didn't have the money for it. I was like, I'm only picking one school. So therefore, I'm not going to apply to a bunch. It doesn't make any sense. So just like pick your top 3. And for me, pick your top 3 and apply your top 3. And then, you know the ones you really want to go to, the ones you don't. So pick your top 3. And then when they get to such knowledge, you pick from there. But don't waste a bunch of money just applying for like hundreds. It makes no sense.
What else? Okay, was like the social aspect of school. Like when you picking a school, just think about the size of the school. Whether or not it was co-ed, if it was in a big city, or like stuff like that.
I thought about the size. I thought about if it was co-ed or not, but I didn't think about the city. I don't want to go to a small school. FAMU is the biggest HBCU, so therefore I definitely picked it's a pretty big campus actually. It's pretty big, and they're growing as of right now. They're building more. So I didn't want to go to a small school because, I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm in high school again.
High school was big.
And my high school was big, so therefore, like, if I feel like I'm in high school again, like, there's no point. I did go to a college town, and I'm actually happy I go to college town because it's like it really like you get the full college experience. Mainly the whole town, because Florida A&M is located in Tallahassee, Florida. It's like a college bubble, so it's always something to do. You get really a lot of experiences. You meet a lot of different people from all over. So I'm glad I picked a college town to go to. Because I'm getting the full college experience, and not just with black people. We have FSU, which is really like steps away. You actually can take classes at FSU. So you got FSU steps away. You have TCC, which is a community college, which is one of the biggest community colleges in U.S. So like, it's just like every day is like a new adventure. You meet new people. Everybody, you connect with new people. All the college is about networking too, so you network with new people. And there's always a party going on. I don't party a lot, but for those who want to experience that, Tallahassee is like the movie, so the movie. That's my dog.
What movie?
At the college movies.
Oh,
Hi, Charlie.
Okay, next question. Another question I had was when choosing your major, how did you go about choosing your major? I think you did switch majors.
I didn't switch majors, no.
Okay. I thought you did.
Economics.
Fashion merchandising?
I was never fashion merchandising.
What? That's a lie, because you were.
That's not a lie because family doesn't even offer that.
But you said you were saying.
I said I was going to. Before I got to FAMU, I said I was going to study fashion merchandising. But what I was going to do is I was going to do co-op with FSU, which has a fashion merchandising thing. But then when I thought about it, like my first day there, I was like, nobody needs to teach me fashion. I don't need you to teach me that. But I do need you to teach me like the money part of it and the business part of it. So when I first got there, I was business administration, which is pretty much like you being in business but not knowing what you want to do. And in my school, economics is under business, so all I did was declare my major to be economics. And why I did that was when you go to, let's say, a fashion merchandising major at another school, you have to take at least 3 economic courses, and I actually studied to see why. And because fashion period has a lot to do with money and the flow of money, and economics has a lot to do with market, flow of money, different currencies. So I'm pretty much ahead of the game with my whole major being economics, and then my minor being business, and then my other minor being graphic design, if I want to be a creative director and fashion director. So everything I picked was, so when I hand them my resume, they can't say nothing but like, yeah, we'll hire you. So, I mean, I can fill a lot of positions. Just like to sum everything up, make sure that you research your schools. Make sure that you know how much it's going to cost. I used to estimate how much it's going to cost so much before I went to college. Make sure that you pick a good major. And for the people who don't know what they want to do with their life, because I always knew before I went to college what I was going to do. So I knew I wanted to be in fashion, so everything just kind of fit around that. So the people who don't know what they want to do in life, the first year, you should just declare a major in something that you like. So if you like to write, be an English major. And then, like, really, it can be anything. I'm saying, like, this is an example.
Okay.
But just do that, and then really search for yourself the whole, like, your freshman year, because that's really what college is. College is finding yourself. So by your senior year, you should definitely know who you want to be. But I knew what I wanted to do my freshman year. My senior year in high school, I knew what I wanted to do. So all I did being in college was help me figure out what I really, really, really want to do in the fashion industry. So I mean, that's all that really did for me. It didn't, like, I didn't discover anything new. I just discovered what I really wanted to do in that industry.
Okay, so I have a couple questions that I got from US News.
Okay.
So, I think a good question is, you know, like, what's the average size of an introductory classes?
At FAM,
Well, really, okay, the best question is, like, do you have classes where there's like 300, 500 kids in it?
no, not 300, 500. Like, the most probably would be like 75.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's a good size.
Y'all a big school.
Yeah, so they really split it up good. So, yeah, it's like 75 in a class, the most I've ever had, I think. The smallest I ever had was like maybe 8, because I'm an economics student, there's only like 20 of us, so.
Do you have an honors college?
Yes, we do have an honors college.
What percentage of financial need does the school typically meet?
I'm gonna say about, for me, 75% of my financial need is what they do for, so 75% a semester.
Let's see. What type of tutoring program do you guys have?
Student tutoring. So pretty much if you're good at something, they're going to have a lab for you, and you're going to tutor other people in that field. And then if it's your major, definitely if your major. So if you're a math major, there's a math lab that you have no choice but to tutor others in that your major to help others. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just like talking about outside opportunities that the college could give you. So like internships, studying abroad, career services, how do they help you with that?
They have courses for that. So you have to do an internship, and they have a person for everything. They have a person you have to take a class with who will help you find an internship for that. So like that's automatic. Studying abroad, I can say this, FSU has a better study abroad only because FSU has outsourced schools. So FSU has like a FSU Venezuela, and they have an FSU Paris. I don't know if it's Paris, but they have like different FSUs around the world.
Oh.
And FAMU does not have that, so that's the only reason why it's easier to study abroad. But FAMU goes through sister companies like what is that company called? Camp Adventures. So they really promote Camp Adventures, pretty much where you pretty much travel with children, and you pretty much help children, but you're also studying abroad. So you can go study abroad while also being a nurse on the Navy base in Paris, you know? So that's what FAMU links with, but it's easier, I would guess, for PWIs for you to study abroad. But if you look for it, you'll find it. So nothing comes easy, especially for anything. So you look for it, you find it.
Especially if you're a minority. Student life. What kind of dorm choices are there?
There are apartment style dorm choices, and we have a new dorm called FAMU Village, which is really big, and you get your own room. You have to share a bathroom, but you get your own room. I lived in Pattyfoot, which is, well, I lived in a single in Pattyfoot, but technically it wasn't a single, but now they've been converted to singles. So therefore, you get your own room too. And in FAMU Village, your room is probably the size of patty foot, and all it is two by each other and you share a bathroom. So the dorm choice is really good. They do have co-ed dorms now, because when I was in freshman year and I lived on campus, they didn't have co-ed. So you can live right across the street from a boy, or the hall from a boy. From Hawthorne Boys. So FAMU Village is co-ed. Sampson and Young, which is community bath, is co-ed. Gibbs, which is community bath, is co-ed. And Pattyfoot, which is community bath, but is singles, is all female. And you have Palmetto South, Palmetto North, and Phase 3, which is apartment style. So therefore, it's like you're in an apartment complex, even though it kind of looks like a prison. It's not like, you know, they don't make it look pretty. It's like, they just like give you what you get. But it's apartment style, so you know, you get your own room and your own bathroom.
We're going to ask about parties and stuff. I personally don't think that parties, stuff like that, are important. They're always going to be there. It's college. But people do want to know about, like, parties, campus parties, stuff like that.
Okay, so there's always a party going on every day at FAMU. Don't go to all of them. You should definitely focus on more on school. There's some times where you kind of just make that decision, well, I'm just not going to do my work and I'm just going to party because I'm stressed out. I do that probably once every semester. Well, I'm just not going to work because I'm stressed. I'm just going to go to the party because there's always a party happening. But I'm not a party person, so I can't say like all the parties that, oh, let me give you a review of all of them. But there are a bunch of parties that, you trust me, if you miss one, the next day there's going to be another one just as amazing. So parties happen every day. Like, FAMU is truly a party college. A fun college.
Well, like sororities and fraternities and like student organizations.
What do you mean?
Like, are there a lot of student organizations?
There's a bunch.
Is there an opportunity for you to start your own student organization?
Definitely.
Getting into student organizations, how
Pretty
important?
easy. Well, it's easy to get into regular campus organizations, but for Greek and stuff like that, it's not that easy. Of course, everybody's going to want to be that. I'm not Greek, so I can't really help you on that, but it's probably pretty hard. So,
and like, is it like the level of importance in being a student organization on your campus? Like, how important is it?
It's important to always be involved in something. You make the most of your experience. So therefore, if you're always in your dorm and you're not even experiencing different organizations, you're not building, you're not branching out, you're going to have a boring time, and you're also going to have nothing on your resume when you graduate, because you can have a 2.5, but if you're in a bunch of organizations, you're probably going to get hired because they can show that you can manage a decent grade, you can also be able to balance, and then you can also learn from others and interact with others, which is all that life is. So you should definitely join as many organizations as possible that you can handle. I have joined a lot, I have started a lot, and it's stressful, but it's definitely worth it. So
yeah. That's pretty much all I have.
Okay.
I don't think there's really, I mean, honestly, I'm a senior in high school, and if you're a senior in high school and our first semester is over, and if you still have more questions and you're still clueless as to what you're going to do with college, maybe you should reevaluate your life, because, hunty, come on. We have to have done this research like junior year. So, I mean, me and her have had this conversation before. I have other siblings who've been to college, talked to them about it. So I really don't have that many questions to ask. And I've watched a lot of college videos on YouTube. YouTube's helpful for that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I really need to know.
Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in. I want to kind of give you a update on my channel. Because of the break and I have nothing really to vlog with my family, you will get a family holiday vlog. I will remind you guys that I'm going to post the graduation. It's like a minute and a half. It's really a horrible video, but I'm going to put it down there and just post the link to the graduation video. I'm also going to start doing a lookbook for cheap college students. Mind you, let me remind you guys that I'm trying to benefit you guys, so everything that I do is going to be kind of you guys being great in college. So therefore, everybody wants to be stylish, everybody wants to be great, but you want to do it on a budget. So therefore, I'm going to do a lookbook over this break and post it of all cheap things that you still look good in, and you're going to be surprised at how cheap it is. Like, this is probably going to be the cheapest lookbook you've seen, because a lot of these times they be saying cheap, and it's not cheap. So, college cheap lookbook, and I'm going to do a college cheap makeup haul. So therefore, I went to Walgreens, and I went all out. in Walgreens, and we also, she's gonna be in the video for the makeup, so she can show.
I look kind of bad right now, so don't judge me.
she's gonna be there. She's gonna show you like her makeup staples. Hopefully, when she record this video, her makeup will be better.
It will be. This is just, I don't know what I was doing.
But we're both gonna show you like cheap makeup, and her makeup. You'll just see. You'll see. Whatever. But those are 2 videos I'm gonna post within the next 2 weeks. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel, and goodbye.